Good morning, friends. I'm back again. I'm participating in a collab with Dale at Not Too Shabby Chic, and it's called #thriftedtreasures. And I will link her YouTube channel below. It's like the name says, Thrifted Treasures. What you can find, you display yesterday. And this is a collection of things that I've collected in the last week, maybe 2 weeks. You should see my house. No, you shouldn't. Anyway, so let's get started. Yesterday I had the chance to go to the town next door to my town, and they have a nice little flea market kind of thing over there, and lots of books, lots of houses that the lady has helped to clean out. So I looked in her little bin of sewing notions, and I can usually find seam binding, but I found one package of seam binding. They're getting harder and harder to find, the ones that are like wrapped in these little containers. It's not really a color I would select, but I'll stain it up and I'll make good use of it. I found my prayer book. It's an English version. It's in really good shape, and the copyright is 1908, I believe. And it is in, like I said, really good shape. I'm not going to be able to find the copyright page. Oh, here it is. Yes, 1908. I'll probably put this on my Etsy shop, so be looking there if you're interested. It's in really good shape. There's a little stress here in the middle, but the pages are in real good shape. Also, this Bible just breaks my heart. I guess I don't understand, and I'm sure the same thing will happen with all my all my Bibles and things. Someday they'll end up in a flea market. But this was presented to a little girl. Her name is Sue, from Mom and Dad, March 31st, 1950 or 51. The one either is changed into a 0 or vice versa, so I'm not sure what that is, but it's in pretty good shape. There is one page that was torn and was repaired. And then in the back there's some bent over folded pages. But other than that, it's in really good shape. It has the little ribbon bookmarks in, and the zipper works really good as well. So I'm thinking about putting this one on Etsy as well. The cover's in really good shape. It would make a very nice keepsake for somebody who maybe collects Bibles. If not, I will keep it. And here is a Greg book, 2nd edition shorthand manual, simplified. Well, I'm glad it's simplified because it's very confusing to me. But lots of us junk journalers use these pages in our junk journals. This one is copyright 1955, and it's in good shape. I'll put that on my Etsy as well. This book I love. I fell in love with the cover. The lady sells let's see, hardbound books for $2 and paperbacks for $1 in this store. It's a steal. She has some things that she'll go ahead and mark up if she thinks, but she had no other marking in this book to say it was she was going to charge any more than $2, and she didn't. She charged $2 for this book, and when I took it to the counter, she goes, "Oh my gosh, that is a really nice book, isn't it?" And I said, "Yes." I fell in love with the cover. It is called Men and Issues of 1904, and it's illustrated. So I more than likely will gut it because I'm going to use the cover for a junk journal. It has a lot of, it's pretty political, I think. And so there's lots of, like, there's Teddy Roosevelt, picture of him. And some of these pictures are awesome. So I may copy some of these and just use in junk journals, American history journals, maybe. So that was from that particular store. Oh, and this was too. I have never seen graph paper like this. It's called tracing graph paper, and it's real lightweight. Of course, it's tracing paper, but it has a red grid. Probably, let's see, that's 10. Oh, that's a little more than an inch, I think. I'm not sure, but I'll use it. It says 5 sheets each of 10, 14, 18, 22 count tracing paper. So it looks like it's for designing maybe cross stitch. I'm guessing, which I can't do anymore, so not that I did a whole lot to begin with, but boy, my eyes just won't do that kind of little work anymore, so we're moving on to more, well, easier work for me, and that is junk journal making. Okay, now we move on to another place that I find goodies at in my town, and this one looks like something that the Continental Oil Company made, compliments of them. Blazed Trails in Colorado, a little pamphlet that holds a map, and I'm not sure how old it is. It looks old, but the map's in good shape. Doesn't look like it's torn or damaged in any way. Let's see if I can find maybe a date, but I'm not seeing a date right offhand. But I thought that was just kind of a rare little collectible thing, so I'll probably be putting this on my Etsy if anybody's interested. Now, wouldn't this make a really cool... Ooh, I may have to, provided that I'm out of copyright date problems. I just don't see a copyright date. But I think that would make a really cool digital for a little journal cover. I wish I could spit my words out. It's early, though. This is something I found online. There's an antique store, flea market kind of store in Winfield, Kansas, where my cousin lives, and he had a link on his Facebook page that I went to. So I just asked the people, hey, do you have any ephemera, anything that, I'd explain, some of the things I was interested. She sent me pictures of what she had, and so we made a deal, and she sent these to me. And these are fun. These are check registers. When we used to have checks, in a little booklet, and the check was over here, and you ripped the check off, and then you wrote what the check was all about, to who, the date, what pound, the amount, etc. And so I thought these will make fun little inserts for my junk journals. Nice little birthday greeting postcard. And it was from 1910, it looks like. This is really fun. It looks like a homemade... At first I thought maybe it was a dance card, but it's something somebody made for a signature or autograph book, and they have a little pencil that hangs off of it, and it's for like classmates' signatures and little messages and things like that. So I thought that was kind of fun. And then also there was the Citizen State Bank from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. I have another piece that has a lot more on it, but I think I have it in my scan bed. And then, and several canceled checks. I love how they used to poke holes, punch the holes in. And so I've got, probably 20 of the canceled checks. I like the color. Okay. So here is a book called Modern Manual of Cookery. And it has a lot of fun images in it, for one thing. I need to get myself in frame here. Sorry, people. And then there's also some recipes. And so, first of all, I'm going to look through and find some recipes that I might be interested in and get those copied down. And then I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the book. It's a nice size for maybe a small junk journal, so I might use that, or I don't know. And then this one is a genealogy dictionary for, I guess, the last name Starbucks. And I just kind of liked that it had some marks in it that somebody must have been doing genealogy work and was matching theirs to this book or whatever. But anyway, it's made, or it was printed with all the old typewriter print typeface. So that's something, I don't usually use in my junk journals, and now I have a chance to. This one is Logan County Through the Years, and it's a county in Nebraska. And this one also, well, besides the fun pictures that I can use in journals, it has all of the old typeface, old typewriter typeface, Courier, I think is what it's called. So, and these pages are really a nice weight and feel. So I'll be using some of those. This one as well. And the main reason I picked it up is I love the blue. I love the blue pages. I don't have much of that in any of my books, so I'll be using some of those in my books. There's a few pictures, but nothing real crazy. And then these books I picked up at an antique store in one of my favorite places a couple weeks ago. This one's called Practical Selections from 20 Years of Normal Instructor and Primary Plans. And I think I got it mainly for the size of the book. Just a nice size for a journal. And it has some illustrations, kind of, there's some penmanship. But just some nice illustrations from grade school ideas, like this is probably a poster board, blackboard calendar, and sketches is what it's called. And the pages are in really good shape, and I think it's fairly old. 1912. So I can use some of the pages in my journals. This one's really old, and I think I'll just probably try to use the cover for a really primitive kind of junk journal, I think. First book in vocal music, and it is 1900. And the pages are soft, and let's see, for as old as it is, they're in really good shape. It doesn't crack when you bend it. And then I got two of these at that antique store. They're the same. Basic Spelling Goals. And somebody blackened the sun's eye. Some not tears, but folds. And I really liked the page setup. I love this. The dictionary in the back for the vocabulary words. And the illustrations are so fun. Reminds me of my school days, and I'm sure a lot of my friends here will recognize some of the graphics. So, well, this is all I have right now. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell to be reminded of upcoming videos. I do have a contest going on for my 900th subby, so be sure and check back on the video before this and subscribe. I'm working on that cloth page journal, and I've gotten a couple, maybe 5 pages done, I think. So there's a front one, and then here, and then this one, and then got one some closer to the middle. There's a half of a page with a little tag there, and a place to journal. And then back here I have another page, places to journal here, pocket, journaling spot behind here. There's a little envelope tuck with a tag here, little metal wrench. So that's it for now. But anyway, hope you have a good day. This is Friday, and we're working into the weekend. Have a good one, friends. Bye now.